This is just my opinion, and we gonna talk about it. So, family, I just recently heard this story about the young lady found hanging on church grounds, and it disturbed me in different ways, right? It disturbed me because she was a young black woman, and that could be my daughter or one of my nieces or one of my little cousins. Like, that could have been my family. It disturbed me too because of the church grounds. Like, that church has now been desecrated. Like, there's no, I don't know, like, can you still worship at a place where someone was found hanging like that? Where someone was sacrificed in that way? Like, what happens to that church? And I don't know what kind of church it was, but that's a sacrifice. Somebody sacrificed that girl. I can't impress upon you the disparity in suicide rates. Our suicide rates are lower than any other demographic. And I assume that the reason for that is all the stuff we went through, all the stuff our ancestors went through. If they could survive that, like, we can survive this, like, whatever this is, right? Like, I think, like, that's the mindset that we're all given. I don't know if it's taught or epigenetically. We just know, like, through our genes, we just know, like, if they went through that horribleness, we can get through this, whatever this is. And so, because we have this mindset, our suicide rates are very low. Like, other communities are like double our suicide rates. And so now that's just in general. For hanging, which we don't do that. But they call it like asphyxiation. So there's other ways to asphyxiate. And even those rates are significantly lower than any other demographic. Like, we're way out of the statistical probabilities of all of these being suicides. Like, there's been so many, and the statistics on it is so low that we're now, with all of these lynchings, we're now outside of the statistical probability that it's suicide. That's how low our numbers are, and that's how high these numbers are growing for with alleged, yeah, because they're not. So, first, I want to say, if you're a Christian, you better be praying over your family. You pray over your family and your extended family, but you better be sure to be praying over your kids. I pray for my family, for my extended family. I pray for my friends. I pray for their kids. Like, I'm in prayer because somebody has to cover these kids, and it should be their family. Don't let your child walk out the house without you praying over them. Young people, I want to direct this at you. Well, parents, Know where your kids are. I said the other day in something like we heard it was on TV. It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? There is an effort to get us out there in these streets, and that is such a moral outrage for us, and it should be for the country, but they can't get past the suicide aspect. It's statistically impossible at this point that they're all suicides. It's statistically not possible. Go look at the statistics, and look at how many lynchings we've had, and it's not even halfway through the year. Young people, stay off of these dating apps. I honestly think between the Indeed job things and the dating apps that they're separating you from from your group and getting you out there by yourself, and that's how you become vulnerable. Well, we can't afford for y'all to be vulnerable. They are making examples. There was one like at a police station. Now this one at the church, and it's a girl, so it's not just guys, it's girls too. We're being made examples of. They're trying to force us in the streets. But tighten up instead. Pray up your family and your young people. Don't be out alone. Don't let your friends be out alone. Don't let your family be out alone. Don't be going on these dating sites hooking up. It's not safe anymore. It never was, but it's extra not safe now. And it seems like they're targeting like the 20s and the 30 somethings. And so that's who's on the dating sites. Y'all, it's not safe. And it don't matter if you're straight or gay, it's not safe. Stay off the dating sites. Stop hooking up with, no. And don't think because you've been texting them for a month or two that you're safe. You're not. Some people play the long game, and we can't afford for you to get caught up. So, I say all that to say there's targets on us, but can't nobody touch us when we're covered, right? When we're prayed up and covered. I tell the story about the woman. I like to use my mom as an example, who worked the night shift. Well, she worked the morning shift, but she had like a 45-minute, almost an hour drive to work. And she was one of them extra early people. So she would leave like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning to go to work. Nothing ever happened to my mom. I believe she even got a flat, and she still ain't nothing happened to my mom. Thank you, Jesus. But there's another woman getting robbed at the grocery store during broad daylight. And how's that happen? It's because my mom was prayed for, my mom was covered. And so that's how you need to be. You need to cover, especially these young people, this college age young people. Y'all gotta be covered. I'm gonna be praying for y'all. Y'all gonna be my prayer closet this Sunday. Because I'm worried. This is worrying. But we can protect ourselves in the states where you can. And we can move differently and not be targets. All right, well, be safe out here. Join us again next time when In His Will Ministries International presents Just My Opinion. Until then, Bye.